Dude, Greece was fucking hilarious too, because in Greece they didn't do when money first came out, Greeks, you had a farm. So you're like, you saw money and the commerce was for kind of peasants. You're like, ew, dude. And as an affluent Greek, you just trained for the Olympics. So you would just like try to you would stay on your farm, like eat
you got
grapes.
naked wrestle.
Yeah, you would naked wrestle, and then you would just fuck boys. Like that was a big rite of passage.
So it was a paradise.
It was guy heaven.
It was the guy.
So you would wrestle, train, argue philosophically, and then be like, let's get one. I like that boy. I'm going to train him. And you would like give this boy everything you know.
That's like how I approached open mic comedy. I was like, I like that boy. I brought in the young Mexer and I plowed him
for sure
for spots. I sunk my dong into him deep.
Had to, dude. And then that would be, I mean, that gets into another thing too of it's called homosexual reproduction. So there's like, you can reproduce with a woman, but your biological offspring is going to be half that woman. If you want a pure son, you have a young boy in a homosexual relationship, and you download your entire spirit into that person, and then that's another part of your legacy that's more truly.
Did you tell Bill this?
No, I haven't told
him.
That
was like a tip he was on.
Really?
He was like, I mean, it doesn't have to be. He was like, it would be cooler if guys could just marry other guys and reproduce with guys. He said that.
It's tough staying in the closet when you're autistic, dude.
Yeah, and it's funny too because he's like autistic gay. He's not doing it because he's sexually attracted. He's doing it. He's like, because I like being around guys more.
For sure.
It'd be cooler if we could just be around each other. And then just have you find another. I think his explanation. This is war mode. Listen to it.
Yeah.
He's talking about you got to find other guys that you get along with, like you and me are pals.
Sure.
You and me could have a son.
True.
An elite son combined. Autistic and drunk.
Damn. That's a sick idea.
Unstoppable yeah.
Now he sold me.
I figured.
So you can have
autistically sound.
You can have a traditional monogamous heterosexual marriage
where you both have you have a son.
But then two dudes could squat up in like a different type of arrangement.
Yes.
That'd be pretty tight.
Two straight guys could adopt a kid.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. And then they just go back and forth
between
households.
You just Chuck and Larry a kid.
That's awesome.
You know, we could fake be gay, get married, and adopt a child.
Well, I don't understand why. I don't understand why.
I don't know if you'd have to be.
Why do you have to be gay to adopt a child? I think that's unfair. I think as a heterosexual, we should be able to have our heterosexual Christian households and then adopt a son together as an. We would be that person's guardian and have joint custody almost.
We start basically a barracks. You and me could move in together.
Yeah.
Kill your parents.
For sure. 100%.
Take the compound.
Yeah, I got to take that over for sure.
You have to poison the
well.
well.
For the good of the boy.
Poison the well over there.
I could, literally.
Put a goat's head in the well. I'll supply it. Yeah. Get a goat's head, put it in the well.
That'll render my sister financially insolvent. That way you could swoop in there. Perfect.
She can live.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but she would be very dependent.
Yes.
I mean, she works, but yeah.
Nothing compared to the coinage we're going to be stacking with all these boys.
We need to start a mint. That's the thing. We got to start making our own coins. That was the big thing. You start a mint. You would just go in, extract metals, and then do currency, and then have those people you paid to go take other metals from other people, make currency, get more soldiers, get more slaves.
So once we've taken out your parents, and rendered everyone pretty weak, through whatever disease the goat's head will inflict.
Maybe I can do a bit of an ergot.
Just put
infection.
the goat's head in the pool. Yeah. I don't think it'll keep them
that
out.
wouldn't affect.
They won't notice.
Yeah, that would.
It's not going to stop the cannonballs.
That'd be tossed
and the jack.
Yeah, that would just be tossed back and forth like a pool volleyball.
Then we set up a barracks. We start adopting kids. Bring them in, train them up, get them jacked.
True.
Get them supple.
Yep.
Have our way with them if need be.
If need be, obviously.
Yeah, obviously not out of anything other than
Greek philosophy.
Respecting Western thought.
I just don't want democracy to die. So.
Yes, so obviously we're going to have sex with the kids we've adopted.
Just so they totally understand our lessons.
Yes.
100%.
You got to hammer it home.
100%, yeah.
And then I don't know where to go from there. That's probably as far as the plan goes.
I mean, I think that's what the allegory of the cave was about. It's just a guy like 69ing. Like, can you, if a hairy butthole is in front of your face as you suck your master's dick, can you really see what's happening, dude?
I can't believe people think this podcast sucks.
Are you kidding me? Come on.
Just you and me sitting there like, we should fuck kids. No, we would never. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude. That could have been the downfall of Greece, man.
They got too butt friendly.
The lower classes were like
they got real butt
enterprising,
hungry.
enterprising and doing things, and the elites were like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And just like sat around, kicked some ideas around, and then the Romans fucking came through.
My headache's going away. You charmed it out of me.
Ancient history, dude.
That's all I needed. I've been working on, where are we at time wise?
54 minutes.
Perfect.
I'm working on a hardcore history.
I'm excited.
It's coming, but I listened to. I don't want to give it away. This will give the topic away for sure. But I've been listening to this book on tape that I thought was the book on the Civil War. It's called Killer Angels.
Yeah.
It's the movie Gettysburg is based off of it, and since I was a McCusker about that movie when I grew up, I was fully McCusker watching this movie. I watched it every fucking day. And so now I know the dialogue. They took it from the book. So I'm listening to this book, and I just know I can see every scene.
Damn, so you're watching the movie?
I'm watching the movie while listening to the audiobook at night. It's pretty tight.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
But it's fiction. I didn't know the book was fiction.
What?
It's supposed to be like the definitive Civil War novel. Well, I mean, it's a novel, but
yeah,
it's a fucking fiction. It's like first person from every character, from every like historical figure. It's just made up.
You think? You think it was supplemented by facts?
This is what they would say. Yeah, it definitely was.
Oh, but yeah,
absolutely.
Of course, they're gonna throw in,
still like
the dialogue.
But it's just almost. It reads like a script. Like it reads like. I don't know, but then they just made everybody so like back then you would speak like romantically.
Probably.
You'd be like, yeah, that was like how they talked back then. They're like, oh, my old brother.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, Pete.
Dude, that was back.
Oh, we really licked him over there. We gave him hell, didn't we? Yeah, you certainly did. I can always trust on you, my old war horse, Pete. Like, and it was making me like, because that's how like you'd read. That's true. That's how they like. That's how they wrote. That's how they like. Think if in the future they look back at us and the way we talk, we're like, yo, like if they. So we're getting a hold of their like personal letters and their diaries and shit. So like their letters back and forth are like, dearest Robert, oh dear friend, how I've missed you so. I think about you from time to time, like stuff like that. If they found, and that's how we just assume they spoke because of their correspondence.
Yeah.
If they found our texts,
oh my God,
like 100 years from now, they would be like, it's so fucking litty right now, bro. Fuck you. What? Like just. You know, does that make sense?
It's gonna be horrible. I've thought about the.
I wonder if their correspondence was a little different than how they spoke. Is what I'm saying.
You think they strictly spoke in
like we don't speak
ebonics
like
when they saw each other?
Yeah, like shit, Stonewall, my motherfucking man. Stonewall was great.
They probably talked like that, dude.
I believe. I believe they did.
In the 15th century, there was a whole art of like making a sick facial expression the entire day of just being like. We talked about countenance before, dude. Just fucking, you would go to the town square. There was nothing to do at all. That was the other thing too. They used to just like run out of money, and you'd be like, "Fuck, all that money's gone," and you would just sit there and be like,
"Yeah, they got tricked." The same way my whole family did. Just a whole town would be like, "Ah, fuck, we're out of wheat." They took all the wheat.
Well, that was originally money was for the upper class, and the way it trickled down to the lower class was because soldiers finally started looting. Once they made a lot of money, a soldier would conquer another like advanced army.
Yeah,
like just like shitty guys would get like, sweet, we have money, and just spend it on bullshit, and then that's how like they said the money started to circulate to the population. Wasn't supposed to get to the lower class. Soldiers would just buy hookers and like beef jerky, and everyone was like, "Dude, we're fucking. Yeah. These are our two main exports."
That was a medieval rest stop. Most towns was just like, here's a Slim Jim and a hand job. Yeah. Fucking get back out there. Do what you got to do. Just cutting heads off of barbarians.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the Civil War. That's what it's going to be.
For sure.
Dude. That's what the history podcast will be.
So it'll just be people like, "My dearest
John, oh boy, how I've missed you so."
Oh, so fucking.
There was two guys that like loved each other. And it's
the best.
Two guys that were like best friends. They're like through our lens, clearly gay dudes.
Do you think so?
Winfield Scott and Armstead. And one of them charged the other one at Pickett's charge.
What?
So towards the end of the battle. And yes, they're like, "Oh God, they've killed old Winfield." Like it's just so. They're like, "I think he's over the hill there, Jeb. Could I go speak to him, please?" It's like, sure.
Yes.
Talk to your old pal.
Oh my God!
Like two dudes be like, "I've missed you. I've thought about you."
Oh,
just two dudes that were gay, clearly gay. Like, "I love you."
Someone who was telling me this, I forget who it was. They were saying that they've studied like some of the muskets in the I think Revolutionary War, and they said a lot of the people who didn't want to like a lot of people fake shot, and like they would just overstuff them and like keep just putting bullets on bullets on bullets.
That's in a movie.
Was that what it was?
I think it's in Gettysburg.
Was it? There's people who just were like, I don't want to shoot this guy.
I think there's a character, this Irish guy, who's turns out was totally made up. Spent my whole life thinking there was an Irish guy in the 20th Maine that ruled. Fake news.
Sucks.
Yeah, he's like, they just keep loading, Colonel. They never fire a shot. Yeah, I heard it in that. I know it's in that.
Someone was saying
it could be a real fact.
They've studied the guns, and people were just going like, there were people who were just like, nah.
I don't want to give away too much, but Civil War rules.
Dude, I'm
fully McCuskered for the Civil War.
Yes, dude. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'll do it. And I think I might maybe get the Spudman in for an episode. I don't know how to do it. Should I do it by myself? Because that'll be crazy. I tried to record an episode. It's crazy.
Recording stuff audio by yourself is
it's crazy. I have an episode that's
you'll get used
every
to it.
minute.
You would get used to it.
Every minute stops by me being like, "What the fuck?"
Which would be
be funny.
Yeah.
And I've kept it. I kept the one. I was like, "This is the West." What the fuck am I calling it that for? So we're gonna get into that. I'm like, "Why the fuck would I ever say that?"
I would just do both. I would have people. It always is nice too to bounce stuff off of people. I'm very much looking forward to you and Spud talking Civil War, dude.
Spud's
That's gonna be
fired up about Stonewall Jackson right now. Yeah, that would be tight.
Dude, you give him an audiobook, dude. Again, I think a lot of our fucking autistic pixie dust is around. He swears he's not autistic.
I don't think he's autistic. I think he's just crazy.
Yeah,
so I think Spud Dog's just wild.
I think he has like Vincent Van Gogh head or something.
Yeah,
he has this he must have like constant tinnitus. He's a tortured artist, dude.
I texted him to apologize about I was just kidding. He was like, "Thank God," but I couldn't tell if he was
I think he genuinely
fucking with me or was like, I'm relieved because that was something I was worried about, that you thought I was talking. I don't know.
He probably thought you were fucking throwing him under the bus, dude.
I would never.
Yeah. I don't think I know you wouldn't too.
I have nothing but love and respect for this Spud man.
I don't have cronies, dude. You wish.
It's good I've surrounded myself with crony deniers. So when I get it, everyone's just like, dude, you're fine.
True. Yeah, man. It's so funny because my mom doesn't care at all. Like, I was like there Sunday. She's like, "What'd you do last night?" I was like, "Oh, I was at a show in Millersville." And she's like, "Nice."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, God forbid if you're someone else, you're like,
Phil's all over it. Phil's like, you can't come home
after you do a
getting,
show?
like, tested or something. I'm like, that makes sense. I agree. But then he goes to the bar.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you got to stop going to the bar.
Yeah, for real. What's he say about that?
And he's like coaching basketball still. He goes to like practice.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what are you doing? You're going to kill the whole family. If cronies gets into the Gillis household, dude, not enough garlic in the world to save the lot.
Not enough garlic.
A whole lot of them.
Going down?
Oh, my God, dude. In like 3 hours. It would be crazy. We would get decimated.
You think so?
Yes.
Fuck, man.
It looked like fucking Heaven's Gate in there.
It went,
fucking
dude, it went
12 people laying around.
Went in the McCusker household and got the hell out of there.
True.
Went in there. Everyone's like, "Get this shit."
It's like a demon, dude. If nobody believes in it, it just
real.
like, I have no power here.
It's a poltergeist.
Everyone's like, this is just a cold. It's just wildly ill.
Yeah, it came in the McCusker household and was like, "I'm out of here."
Ran into
I
freedom.
need to go find some good liberal household where people fear me, dude. Yeah. I was thinking about that today. I was walking and I thinking about people who have like liberal boss wives through this whole pandemic. Dude, that must be fucking brutal.
Liberal boss wives?
Liberal boss wives who like whole social life depends on them not being caught with their mask down anywhere. Dude, I've seen dudes.
That's most of New York.
I've seen dudes try. Well, exactly, dude.
It's crazy.
I've seen people like families walking, and the dude will try to rebel and put his nose out, and the wife will be like, "Frank." I'll be like, pull it up, and I'm like, I'm walking my dogs in my fucking white sweats, just like. Shh.
There's people that like I'm friends with that are like, they're like, "We heard you're doing shows." Like that's like that's like dinner conversation.
Yeah, really?
Like one of them, somebody that they know is like out doing things. They can't believe it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm telling you, it bugs them out.
But here it is now. Now I'm struck down with
Dude,
the Rones.
You can taste.
I've been struck down with melancholy and the Rones.
What do those eggs taste like today you ate?
They were good eggs.
They taste like
They're
eggs?
some good eggs.
Trick question. You don't got corona, dude. Taste of your eggs. You can smell. Although any of us could have had it and not been displaying symptoms at any time. I'm 100% convinced, and I will get the antibody test. I know I have the antibody. I knew I had the antibodies when I first heard of corona. I was like, I'm probably immune. So.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have that ego. I have that. I have the same ego. I was like, I won't get it. And then every day I wake up like I have it for sure.
Yeah, we have the genes of people who like went down to like South America in the 1700s, and they're like, "What's everyone all fucking doubled over and coughing for?" Like, I'll be fine.
Yeah, they're like, no, you have it. Like, no, I don't. Yeah, that's the cure. Apparently, that's the cure for Corona. Just being like, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh god, that shit. I might get that. But yeah, man, that would be tough, man. If like you got a liberal boss wife, you go somewhere and you gotta like just sit inside for 14 fucking days. Can't go anywhere. Can't go outside.
14 days, dude. No, liberal boss wives, especially in New York, have been locked down the whole time.
Really?
Non-stop, bro. Occasionally, like once every like 2 months, you go to like a park.
Go outside. Really?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
Just
I've witnessed it.
Really?
Yes.
I have them. They're in my area. I see them, man. They make their kids are like fucking 2 years old. They'll have them on there, and it's like, god damn, bro.
Liberal boss wives.
Liberal boss wives are tough, man. I
Yeah.
see them. I see them kicking
Tough
around
as
my
nails.
see them kicking around my neighborhood, dude. And luckily, me and my lady are walking around like two goddamn patriots.
Two
Dude.
black conservatives.
Two black conservatives, dude.
That's the
Just
absolute,
walking
absolute
Dude,
enemy. Of
I will
the
say this too. It's
liberal
so
boss
funny
lady.
because when I walk by myself, everyone looks at me like piece of shit, jerk off, loser. And it's like, dude, if I go in a store, obviously I wear my mask and stuff.
Wait, who looks at you? Oh, because you're not
Liberal,
wearing a mask.
liberal boss wives and their fucking
Oh.
husbands who are just showing me just a quick sign of independence. Will poke the nose out. And the wife's like, Steven, pull it up. Like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I'll just walk my dogs, and people just there's a thing too I notice people do with the mask. If they see you don't have one on, they go like this with theirs, and they adjust theirs right in front. It happens. It's like a reflex. It's pretty interesting. But when I'm walking with Bay, dude, everyone's like, "Oh, good morning, guys. Good
You have
morning."
kryptonite.
I'm like, dude.
All the liberal
Where's
boss
love?
wives are like, "Oh, an interracial couple. Why can't you be black, Steve? Why can't you be something interesting, Steve?"
It is, dude. It's absolute kryptonite. They're like, I want to be pissed at these guys for not wearing the mask, but then I'd be racist, kind of. Shit, I don't know what to do.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, man. It's pretty fun. It's pretty much all in my head. They probably just don't care at all
Yeah,
about
I guarantee nobody's like.
It's pretty weird how much I go around doing that. Like, oh man, this person's so pissed at me right now. And this person, like, nobody gives a fuck at all.
Yeah, no one cares. It's even it's worse than you think. The real truth is literally no one cares at all.
For sure.
Oh,
dude, I'm telling
every
you.
once in a while, I'm like, oh, so and so fucking hates me. Especially if I was out being Mr. Booze, Mr. Cool in it. I'll wake up and just be like, oh, fucking Jay hates me.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, no, he doesn't. He just, no one cares.
Yeah, it wasn't
Like,
a big
no,
thing.
that's worse. Somehow it's worse. No one cares.
You got to start just like starting big situations around yourself in like your personal life.
Just demand drama at all times.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah, just call all my friends. Be like, yeah, me and Jay are fighting.
For real.
Be like, about what? It's like, I don't know. Ask him.
All right.
Run it by him. See what his problem
Tell,
is.
dude, this is called borderline personality. Just you should start getting super borderline with everything. Just go in and like tell lies about it. Just go in and be like, dude, he was fucking.
Start lying about people.
Just slowly destroy your social life. And then just be like, sorry, I just.
God, I'm sorry.
No one was paying attention.
Time.
No one was paying attention to me, dude.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good move. Just
Be nice.
explode your life.
100%.
Just walk around lying.
I might destroy. I could if I wanted to totally destroy my family.
Definitely.
Just like go in and like steal something valuable and be like, that's me. What's me?
Just go steal your parents'
Start
television.
start a
Just go
malicious
home,
rumor about
steal
my mom.
steal your family's television in the living room,
That'd be
and then
tight.
just bring it to your house.
That'd be so fucking
Plug
funny.
it in.
Dude, just ransack. Just go upstairs and like empty out their drawers.
Into like a fucking pillowcase.
Dude, I mean,
Good move.
It's within your power. You could like leave a condom in your dad's sock drawer and just peace. I actually thought about this today in terms of like, family life hacks, because I've been calling on the babysitter. We've been calling on the babysitter a lot. Like today, dude, I was able to get a nap because I was just working downstairs, and usually we're like going back and forth. I was like, Britt, let's just fucking shell out the money for a babysitter for a couple of days. We can both get what we need done. Yeah, dude. There's a babysitter downstairs. I go
like
take
the
a nap
babysitter.
in the middle of the
I
day.
don't know a thing about it. I like this.
You like that?
babysitter.
You like the name of it?
Love what's going on.
I'm like no with his restaurant. I won't say anything fresh, dude, at all.
Don't you dare.
I wouldn't, dude. I wouldn't dream of it, dude. Frankly, me and her dad have these same goddamn sweatpants, and dude, her dad's 6'8". He might kick your fucking
His
ass.
dad's 6'8"?
Dad's a monster, bro. 6'8".
Well, never mind.
Gentle giant for sure.
Ruins my fantasy.
You bet. Good.
My fantasy is rescuing the babysitter from her life of servitude beating the shit out of her dad
Well,
by planting condoms in his house.
I thought about it today, and I'm like, dude, I wish, and again, shoulda, woulda, coulda, but it's like the ideal move for a family is to have a kid, like when you're super young. Totally ignore it. Wait till it's like 17, 16, and then start a family, because then you're like, oh my God, yeah, sorry about that. Built-in babysitter, dude. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, just have one, leave it be for
leave it-
years.
17, go do your thing, get
Yeah.
get established, and then when you're ready, be like, hey, I'm bringing
Need
you
you to
back
come
into the
work for
fold.
me.
Yeah, be like, I'm bringing you into the family.
So have a kid when you're like 16.
Yeah.
Build it up.
Start your real family. Start your real family
Yeah,
when you're
start
like
the good family
30.
later.
But
This happens often, by the way. This happens a lot.
it's so sad.
Yeah.
I thought about it today. I'm like, man, it's so nice. I'm like, that must be awesome for people who have a kid when they're like 7. I'm like, oh, actually, no, that's not all. That's not awesomeness. But in terms of convenience, oh boy.
It is interesting to see, like, with a young mother and, like, their kid, they just become, like, friends.
Yeah. Or
Like
frenemies.
yeah.
Yeah, or friends or frenemies.
Eventually frenemies.
For sure.
That's how it always ends. That's how
Yeah,
you and me are going to end.
You think frenemies?
Absolute enemies, dude.
No, frenemies, dude.
No, we're going to be enemies.
You think that would be? I've wondered about that. What would be the thing
Between us?
Yeah, that could catapult us
Probably
into
nothing.
enemydom.
Probably you going behind my back telling lies again.
True. I thought about it. I was like, I could steal all the T-shirt money. I'm like, that would spoil things.
That would really, yeah, you could keep
That's
the
why I
Patreon.
always I have a criminal's mind. I have a criminal's mind, dude. Dude, I like every time.
I would not notice.
Oh,
You could keep it for months.
My problem is I won't do it. I'm an honest man with a criminal's mind. So
One
like,
day I'd be like, are we still selling T-shirts?
Oh yeah.
And you'd be like,
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, that's why you're always like, well, whatever. I'm like, no, I always lay out the numbers specifically just in case I make a mistake. So it's like that way I put everything out there. But dude, I
don't think you're that guy.
I'm not at all. But I'm
That'd
telling
be
you,
fucking crazy if you were.
that would be so fucking funny.
But it is how it happens. Like, not with, like,
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you.
I might get, like, a money manager, like, for all my money.
Yeah.
It's like every behind the music or anything. It's like, and then they lost all their money. It's like, how?
So they
It's
just
like, oh, they just gave it to someone. And we're like, watch this. I trust you.
yeah. Or they just slowly kind of drain you out of fees and shit. And you're like, by the time you're like, what the fuck? But yeah, man,
That'd be cool if you did that.
it'd be pretty tight.
I'd
but
respect it. I'd probably keep it moving.
I would never. But the problem, dude, I'm telling you, I have like the worst shitty brain where like our Christmas lights weren't working. Like we have like a little tabletop tree, and like the bottom half of the lights won't work. And I walked by a restaurant with like an outdoor setup, and my head was like, I should just steal these lights real quick. And I'm like, are you a fucking piece of shit? They're $12.